Guess who's back? Back again. Emily's back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I'm back. What's up, guys? It's been a while. I had COVID for a bit, which sucked. It wasn't like terrible, but like it was enough to kind of like put me on my ass. So that was one thing, but I'm feeling much better now. I've gotten through all the symptoms. I still can't smell or really taste much of anything, which kind of sucks, but otherwise I am pretty much over it. So that makes me feel good. And then got a whole bunch of new energy. I've been cleaning my house, like thorough, deep cleaning, which I feel so good about because I haven't done that in such a long time. And I'm gonna be organizing my office soon. So I'm just really excited for all the new stuff that's coming in. It's like perfect time for the new year. So yeah, but on to the main event. So you guys already know how this works. You're going to ask yourself a question. I already did draw the cards and I already did pull the messages from them to kind of speed the video along. So that way you guys aren't having to sit through 15 to 20 minutes of me just rambling and staring at things. So we're going to go ahead and take a moment though to kind of take a couple of deep breaths, channel the question that you have or like the situation that you're seeking insight on if you don't know exactly how to word the question. And remember, this is a reading for the collective, so not everything may resonate with you, but take what's yours and leave the rest. So we'll go ahead and start with a couple deep breaths while you guys focus on your question, your situation, whatever it may be. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start off with card 1. This is my Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Perfect timing. I didn't think about that with it being Christmas yesterday, but Nightmare Before Christmas, yay. So we got Ace of Potions, which translates to the Ace of Cups reversed. For this card, I just pulled the message intuitively off the image because the image was really talking to me. But this is about, so I'm going to point out the symbolism here. So we have the butterfly coming out the top of the jar. This is what it looks like, right? But then down here, we have this almost like snake is what it looks like to me. And this is really the energy that we're trying to lean into, is the kind of like the Kundalini rising, like divine feminine. It's really an empowerment, a transformational, very confident energy that we're trying to lean into. So butterflies, they represent many things, but in this image, it feels very much to me like softness, gracefulness, gentleness. There's a vulnerability with it, kind of like a naivety. And those are all good qualities to have, that kind of like soft, gentle flow, like innocent kind of energy. Those are all good qualities to have. But those qualities also tend to leave room for you to kind of be a pushover, people who have these qualities, myself included, because I used to be very much identifying with this type of person. We have this tendency to let people take advantage of us, to not really have the strength to say no, to not really have the strength to even like set boundaries or respect our own boundaries, giving into things when we didn't want to give in. And there's just, there's again, good qualities to this, but there's also that feeling of kind of being a doormat, kind of being pushed over by people. And we're trying to call in, Not to say that the snake energy is bad or lacking any of these good qualities, but the snake energy, this Kundalini rising, divine feminine, no matter what you identify as, we all have that divine masculine, divine feminine energy within us. And there's like a duality, like a happy medium, a combination of that brings kind of like harmony within us. And this is really calling on like that self-empowerment, confident, like divine feminine energy, knowing when to say no, knowing when to respect your boundaries and to set those boundaries. And it's almost like a take no shit kind of energy. You need to really like pull in the energy of respecting yourself, of knowing it's okay for you to feel the way you do about a situation. It's okay for you to set that boundary, to draw that line, and to say no. And this is also really like, it reminds me of almost like a kind of like seductive, like temptress, like, like very tempting, feeling yourself kind of energy. And this is calling upon like, be vain, be look at yourself and feel beautiful and feel sexy and be bold about it, be confident about it, show that off. Like there's nothing to be ashamed of with that whatsoever. And anybody who tries to make you feel ashamed of that has an insecurity within them. That's their problem. That's not yours. We are only so young for so long, and eventually we're going to get old and we're going to look back at how we did right now and we're going to miss these days. So while you have this, own it, rock it, let that be your power, let it shine through. This is really calling in that energy of confidence, of transformation, of kind of like that inner fire, of feeling sexy, feeling good about yourself, and respecting yourself. Knowing when to say no, and that it is okay to say no, and it's okay if people are fed up with you saying no, or oh, you know what, you're gonna be that way, well fine, I'm leaving, let them, because that just shows that they didn't respect you in the first place. Whatever is happening right now, this period of transformation that you're going through is in your highest and greatest good. And you may feel like you're changing, you may feel like your personality's changing, like you're flipping, like you're becoming somebody new, and that is great. Because life is about change, okay? If you were still the same person that you were a year ago, 6 months ago, that's something to be ashamed of, because some people, may have found themselves and want to be in that. But if you are desiring advancement in your life, if you are desiring new adventure, new growth, and you are changing, then you are succeeding, okay? You are not being stagnant. You are not being stuck. So allow the change to come. Card 2, we got the Knight of Candles upside down. This is him, right? So this is Knight of Wands. This is what it translates to in regular tarot. Knight of Candles reversed. So this is about reining in your wild side. This is about calling in a need for structure, a need for kind of like a goal and a path, a destination and a way to get there. This is really about calling in the chaotic energy and focusing it in a particular direction. So this card is talking to those of y'all who have this kind of like impulsive, chaotic, wild side energy that may be pulling them all these different directions. And you may all of a sudden have this sudden idea or impulse to do this, or I need to do this thing, or I need to do that thing, and just kind of like a spur of the moment energy. And in the moment it may feel really good and feel like the right thing. And they're like, hold your horses. Like, you either have a plan that you need to stick to, and all this energy that you're feeling right now is great. Let's take it, let's zero it in, let's channel it into this thing that we've already got going for us, because this path that we're already trying to walk, that we have planned out, that we know in our hearts and in our minds that this is going to be the best thing for us. We need to stick to that, okay? Because that energy, when you succeed, that when you meet that goal, is going to be much more fulfilling than this impulsive, chaotic energy that may be trying to pull us in one direction or another. If you do not yet have a path and your energy is kind of all over the place, this is, again, calling in the need for structure, calling in the need for a destination, for a goal, and then steps to get there, okay? If you don't know what you're doing with your life, if you don't know where you're going, but you have all this energy, you have a desire, you want more, then it's time for you to quit sitting in one place and kind of looking around at everything and do some research, do some digging to find yourself a goal, even if it's a small goal. And it can be related to anything, but you need a sense of direction. Because without that sense of direction, then your direction is going to change every day. Your energy is going to pull you all over the place every day. And eventually nothing is going to get done, because you're not like working on one set thing that you want. You're kind of doing this here, and then, oh, forget about this, we're going to do this here, and then, oh, forget about that. And like the day may, pass by and kind of feel fun or whatever, but, come a couple months from now, you're going to look back and be like, what was I doing? Like, where am I right now? I'm still in the exact same place. So this is calling in a need for structure, a need for grounding, and a need for direction. And that is it. My special for December is going on for a couple more days, $50 a reading. After that, I'm probably going to post up some new deals, take some things down. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know when that's updated on the website. But thank you for watching. And it's a bit shorter, a little bit shorter. You guys have a great day.